Welcome back to that Flight Sim channel, guys. This is Captain Gonzo. So you started tackling twin-engine aircraft, and perhaps you followed along our video on the Flight Simware Cessna 414 and decided that you want to step up your game in the twin-engine aircraft. Well, the king has arrived, and that is indeed the Blacksquare Beechcraft Duke, one of our favorite add-ons ever created for Flight Sim, specifically 2020 and now 2024. It's renowned for its attention to detail, advanced systems, and overall immersive experience. You've got a bunch of high-fidelity systems, starting with its avionics. The Duke features highly accurate avionics, including the King KX165, 155, and Autopilot 140 systems. These work much like their real-world counterparts, with full functionality and interaction. You've also got complex electrical and fuel systems. The aircraft has a deep electrical system that requires careful management of the battery, alternators, and generators. The fuel system is similarly complex, with multiple tanks and cross-feed options, allowing users to simulate real-world fuel management techniques. You've also got an engine management. The Beechcraft Duke is powered by two Continental TSIO 520-U engines on the piston variant, which are simulated in great detail. Users need to manage engine temperatures, oil pressure, and power settings to optimize performance and avoid overheating or engine failure. Also, you have hydraulics and air conditioning. The hydraulic systems, including brakes and landing gear, are modeled in great detail, and the Duke includes operational air conditioning, adding to the overall realism. Covering flight dynamics, the Beechcraft Duke in Flight Sim is known for its realistic flight dynamics. The aircraft handles like a true light twin, with responsive controls and a smooth yet powerful flying experience. The aircraft features stable yet nimble flight behavior, which makes it versatile for both general aviation flights and more challenging scenarios, including cross-country flights and short field landings. You've also got to learn your engine out procedures, which are highly realistic, and pilots can practice asymmetric flight with one engine running, which is a key part of twin-engine aircraft training. Looking at the cockpit and instrumentation, the 3D cockpit boasts a detailed overall 3D cockpit that reflects the real-world aircraft's interior with high-quality textures and interactive switches. You've also got custom analog gauges, providing an authentic flying experience for users who enjoy the traditional style of instrumentation over modern glass cockpits. That's right, real pilots fly gauges, not glass. Functionality. All the cockpit instruments, switches, and levers are fully functional and interactable, meaning users can manage every aspect of the aircraft's operation manually. The flight experience overall with the Duke excels in both visual and audible realism. The sound set includes accurate engine and avionics sounds, and the cockpit interactions are finely detailed, with specific sounds for switch flips, lever movements, and more. Looking at the exterior and the visuals, you've got a highly detailed exterior model. The aircraft is well detailed with realistic texturing, lighting, and weathering effects on the fuselage and wings. The Duke's exterior design is replicated in full fidelity, allowing users to experience the aircraft visually both from the cockpit and from external views. You've also got customizable liveries. Users can apply a variety of liveries, which are found for free on websites such as flightsim.to, whether through official or community-created content, providing a range of aesthetic choices for the aircraft. The learning curve and simulated procedures are quite complicated. Of course, this aircraft takes you to another level. Given the depth of systems and operational requirements, the Blacksquare Beechcraft Duke offers a steeper learning curve for users. However, for users who appreciate realistic simulation, i.e. myself and Captain Flako, this adds to the immersion and satisfaction. The aircraft requires a deep understanding of flight planning, engine management, and systems operations, making it a great tool for users looking to hone their skills and engage in detailed technical flying. In summary, the Blacksquare Beechcraft Duke in Microsoft Flight Simulator is a highly detailed and immersive aircraft that appeals to enthusiasts who enjoy flying complex, systems-rich aircraft. It provides a realistic, hands-on flying experience with a particular focus on accuracy in avionics, engine management, and flight behavior. Whether you're an experienced pilot or a flight simulation enthusiast, the Duke offers a comprehensive and engaging simulation that is second to none. So are you ready? Are you ready to take that twin engine task to the next level? Well, let's begin by addressing the question of this video. Is it worth it? Absolutely, my friends. Like I mentioned and went over some brief details in this narration, the Beechcraft Duke is tremendously detailed. It's intimidating at first, I'm not gonna lie. However, once you get familiar with the flight manual, which is included with the aircraft, and if you dare, you start tackling on the turbine powered by PT6 engines, then you really get an appreciation and a satisfaction when you successfully fire up the Beechcraft Duke, take it off, set it to its cruising altitude, and land it successfully. So we'll be taking a look here throughout this video to see what else the Duke has to offer. Keep in mind that we're still testing it in the Flight Sim 2024 environment. As you guys know, Blacksquare has announced that they do plan on porting over all their models, such as the analog conversions for the Baron, the Bonanza, and the Caravan, to include developing a professional level Cessna 208 Grand Caravan, all on its own for Flight Sim 2024, so we'll have to stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, the Beechcraft Duke has been working perfectly fine inside the 2024 environment. Alright guys, and now that I've bored you with all the details about the Beechcraft Duke by Blacksquare, we're going to take a look and listen in on the sounds that are included with this aircraft. In particular, this is the old school 70s Duke without the winglets, not the Grand Duke. So just take a listen as we get ready to fire this bad boy up. Keep in mind, like I've mentioned, we're still testing it in Flight Sim 2024, and we've noticed a few bugs, like tail numbers not showing up and just being painted over. However, I think those are minor details that we can overlook, and so far, being able to execute a full flight in the Duke is the ultimate goal. And so far, so good. So enjoy the piston startup sounds, as well as the takeoff, and then we're going to show you how it sounds for the turbine Duke with the PT6 platforms. guys, now that we've enjoyed the sounds of the TSIO 520-U Continental power plants making this Duke come to life, it is time to take a listen as we prepare to fire up the turbine Duke with the world-famous Pratt & Whitney PT6, and then we'll join you in a few minutes for some closing thoughts. As much as I enjoy flying the piston variant more than the turbine, nothing beats the startup sounds of those PT6 engines coming to life. But anyways, guys, so what did we learn today? Well, not a damn thing. We all know Blacksquare, we know the reputation they have in the flight sim community, and this video might be redundant to some of you guys, but the reality is I want to show you guys how this aircraft is behaving in Flight Sim 2024. We're slowly starting to migrate certain airplanes over and seeing how they function. We are suckers for general aviation here in the Flight Sim channel. So we wanted to test it out, and like I said, you might notice some stutters, and I've been picking up more on that with the Blacksquare Duke. However, I'm just gonna give it some time, wait for the sim to be completely optimized, and hopefully that all goes away. But guys, I think the aircraft is doing what it has to do. It is capable of sustaining full flights. I am still testing it out even deeper with weather conditions and other scenarios, so please stay tuned. I might be revisiting this video along with the Flight Simware Cessna 414 that I mentioned earlier, just to see how they are behaving in the months to come. If you guys haven't checked out our tutorial series on the Duke for Flight Sim 2020, feel free to check them out. We're going to go ahead and link them below in the description, and also pay attention on screen. You should see them linked in there somewhere. They are important videos that we made several months ago. And if you have no idea how to handle or even start up the Duke in its variety of variants, then those tutorials will get you started, guaranteed. Captain Flako dove in deeper and did a series of autopilot tutorials, as well as looking at the engine trend monitor for the turbine version of the Duke. So guys, check them out. Let us know what you think below. And for closing, is the Blacksquare Beechcraft Duke the real king? Yes, it is. And is it worth it? Absolutely, my friends. So if you've been shying away, go ahead and get yourself a copy of the Blacksquare Duke. I promise you, you will not regret it. And don't be afraid to learn, guys. Get out of that comfort zone and start spreading your skills to these complicated aircraft. I promise you, you will enjoy it and you're going to feel way better at the end of the day. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us with the notifications bell. Like and comment. You guys know what to do. Let us know what we're doing good, what we suck at, and what you guys want to see more out of us. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to tailor this channel to cater to everybody out there in the flight sim community. So guys, with that being said, this is Captain Gonzo with that flight sim channel. Wishing you guys all smooth landings and happy flying. See ya.